Hello, everyone.
Hey, happy Monday. Welcome in. Glad to see you. And I see in the chat
Okay,
lots of people that we saw over the weekend. So I know you made it home
so
safely. That's good news.
so let's say hello to people in chat for real quick, so that we can get going with what's going on. The Moose was in here earlier, and then Dez came in, and then Dez left us a super chat, which thank you very much, Dez. And then peaceful Dez talking, and the Moose came back in. Tim Mitchell came in, and Tim Mitchell left us a super chat also. Thank you, Tim. And I think did I say the Moose left this one? I know he. Desi. Okay, I know. I saw the There's the Moose left us super chat. So, thank you very much, Glenn, Tim, and Des. I appreciate it. All right. So then we have who we have we had Peter, Old Man King Homestead came in. Welcome in, Peter. Thanks for coming. And then they talking back and forth. And then Karen Lucy came in. I love her when she comes in. I love that name. And then Troy said, and we saw him this last weekend, and he gave us, even told us that we go to West Virginia. He even let us stay there if we had to. So that was pretty cool and very nice of him. And let's see where we're at. I'm trying to go through here pretty quick. Canadian Family Life came in. Christine Betts came in. Thank you both of you guys for coming in.
Hi, Tiffany.
And then Neil came in. Treasure Hunter Neil came in and cooking with Munchy Mafia official, and then creative and related come in. Create and relate come in, and Beth from BNS Aussie came in with Neil. They're both in here now, and then Gather Together. Glenn and Jessica came in. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate that. And then Dink and Tank came in, or at least Dink did, maybe, or Dank did. Maybe Dink's not home yet. But they came in. So let's see where we're at. And then Ralph from Webb's Web.
Jerry.
What? Slow down, I know. And Phil Beck came in.
Hi, Ann. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Christy Betts.
I say Christy Betts earlier, but you say it again. Jennifer Ocean Homestead came in. And then Scotty from Lone Cross came in. And
you have a new name for your channel, Anne?
She said type it in. She has to say, she did say that.
She did write that.
Yep. And then Ruby from Rushing Mountain came in. Hello, Ruby.
You should be getting your sign by now, Ruby, from last week's giveaway.
She hasn't already gotten it. I'm trying to see who else is getting here, trying to get through there.
It's cooking with the Munchy Mafia official.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
I know.
It's not easy to say. It's a mouthful.
That's why I was saying it slower.
Yep. And I think I'm pretty almost caught up. Yep, I'm caught up. Woo-hoo. Great. All right. So we want to start with yesterday's storm, or today?
It's your agenda. You go ahead.
I didn't make an agenda.
However you want to run it.
We went to Mid America meetup, which is not that far a drive away, which was a real nice meetup. The problem was I didn't go live because I have Verizon, and Verizon didn't work there very well. It was very, very spotty.
This is their first time in Create and Relate.
Oh, well, welcome in. I appreciate this. And so I didn't go live, but I did do a video, and I've got the bits and pieces of the clips we did, and I will put them together and put a video out
this week.
Yeah. If you had AT&T, some people went live with that AT&T, and it worked better. Verizon just didn't work out there in that little peninsula where we were at, and that is one really big lake. Would you say it was
105,000 surface acres? It's not very deep.
It's only 23 feet average depth of it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so muddy all the time. The depth is not very much, but it's a big lake. And next year, it's going to be even farther south.
Lake Texoma. It's a river. It's a river lake that has the border of Texas and Oklahoma running through the middle of it.
All right, I'm going to show you what my camera shows right now of the storms, and let's see if I can get it here. We're that blue dot right there, and it probably won't focus, but you can see we got yellows coming towards us. We are under a thunderstorm watch,
Severe thunderstorm,
not a tornado watch yet. So we're doing pretty good, and we live on a plateau area. And a lot of times the storms do come, they kind of break up and go around us a lot of times. When they go over top of us, it's pretty bad. But so we're okay. I'm sitting watching it, being sure if our sirens go off, if we do see us jump up and haul out of here, it's because we got a tornado on the ground near us. But hopefully everything will be all hunky-dory tonight. So as we get home from Mid-America, and Jan from Simply Jan went with us. I don't know. I've not seen Jan in here yet. And there's Suzanne Goulet. Welcome in, Suzanne. Anyways, Jan went with us. We came home and got her all stuff packed up. She went off, and Miles left. Our grandson left yesterday in the morning to go to California and visit some friends and family out there. And they'd be gone for 10 days. But he forgot to lock the door. And then when we come in, he lost the key someplace. We haven't found the key yet. But he forgot to pull his traps. So Susan and I ran out to pull the traps. And before we went out, she said, "Oh, our water is pressured not very well." And I said, "Okay, well," I said, "We'll have to check the cows were out there." But I thought the filter needed to be changed. Excuse me. So we go out there and pull his traps out. And as we go through the field to get the last trap, Susan says, "Yeah, the water's spilling over the cows." So I don't know how they did it, but somehow they lost a clasp on there. They knocked the clasp off altogether. So I hooked it back up, got the water shut back off, got the last trap, came back to the house, changed the filter in the water on our soft water thing, so our pressure came back. Pressure was up. And Susan and I were sitting here, and the storm started coming in, and we knew it was going to be a storm coming in. But I decided that I'm going to take the tractor out because they're talking about hail, and put it in the barn because there's no hay in the barn right now. So I wanted to take the tractor out there to protect the windows from being broken from hail because they're real expensive.
It was predicted.
So she was going down to the son's house to put the puppies in their house and their crates and stuff, so they wouldn't get sopping wet. Ours are already in the house in here. So I got in the tractor and went out there and parked the tractor, and I'm standing at the barn, and it started raining big drops. So I thought, well, I'll wait for Susan to come back, and she'd come out here with a mule and pick me up. Well, I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, I heard this crackling sound, and I turned my head to see what the noise was, and lightning bolt come down and hit the fence about 100 to 150 feet away from me. And I thought, oh, my Lord. And it hit the fence pole, and sparks were flying, and I could see a smoke cloud that was in the air from the lightning bolt. And I thought, that was close. And I'm thinking, oh, I was thought about walking back to the house. I thought, I don't think I'm going to walk back to the house. I think I'll wait till she gets here. So I'm standing watching, and I could see the sky, and you can see bolts of lightning just rocketing back and forth across the sky, and thunder really loud. Matter of fact, I had to cover my ears. It was so loud at one point. And I just actually, to be honest with you, it scared me. And I haven't been scared in a long time about anything. It scared me. I thought, oh my God.
You don't like working with electrical things. You do it, but you don't like it. But it doesn't scare me.
It doesn't scare me. Yeah. This scared me. I actually was shaking from it. I thought, oh man. So when she got there, there's our radio. Hey, what's it? This is what it's for. It's a tornado. I didn't know. We don't know.
You'll know. You would have known by now.
No, it's not. Okay, now hit it. So, Susan comes out there, and I told her about it. And yeah, Neil, it was very close. It made me take note, very much take note of what it was. Susan came out there, and I said, we better check the fence, because I hit the fence and hit the T-post. yeah, I know my hot wire fence has got a plastic insulator on it, but I thought I better check anyways. So I go out there and I go in the shop, and the charger I have is what they call a Cyclops charger, and it has a fuse on both sides of it. A fuse coming in from the electrical side, a fuse going out to the fence side, and they're not the cheapest. Um,
It's not a cheap.
it's not a cheap charger. It's a very expensive charger because and I buy it because of the fuses, not because of anything else. I worked for a feed company that had chargers coming in. Every lightning storm, people would be bringing the chargers in, get the board fixed, and they would take it back out and put it back out there, and then they'd be back in again, get the board fixed. And I thought, I want something that I could fix on the farm quickly. I looked up this thing. Oh yes, the picture.
Our stored energy is 27 joules on the ground side, and the fence side is 20
joules.
Yeah.
Out. So it's a very potent fence, but we also have 45,000 feet linear feet of hot wire out there. So we needed a powerful charger. Well, and out there, the charger on the outgoing side, the fuse cut holder and the holder was gone. It had blown off of it. And the fuse in there was just a piece of glass, and it had shattered. So I pulled out the glass out of it, but I couldn't get the little bottom metal piece that was in there out. The other side was coming in. That's only a half amp going out. And there was the other side is a 2 amp coming in, which is the power side. I pulled that fuse out, and it was burnt. So I was easy change. I changed what?
He came in.
Oh, Judge Webb. Welcome in, Judge. So I changed that 2 amp fuse, put it back in there, turned it back on, and a spark come flying out of the broken fuse area. So I said, well, I know it's still possibly working. So I brought it in the house, pulled the glass out of it, and I tried everything I could to find out to get that little metal piece out because I had another backup charger I had put on the fence to keep the cows in the field, which is not nearly as potent. Hey, I got it. I have to go back and start off all the other stuff though.
Yeah.
You guys hear? Can you hear us? Sorry for that interruption.
Thank you, Demoose. He said, weather issues, stand by, please, like they used to do in the,
Yep.
when the
So
antenna things wouldn't, fall apart.
yes, we're back. All right. All right. So I was talking about. I'll have to go back and fix the other things in a
Don't
couple
worry about
minutes.
it.
The giveaway thing and stuff. So I was talking about the charger and
Fence charger.
the fence charger, and I put a screw down inside of the where the fuse was, and I was able to pull the little black thing out of it, or the end of the fuse out of it. Pulled it out, put another fuse in it. The cap was fried. The little tabs that holds the cap in, they was fried. But I had this problem before with it, things like that, and I had bought 4 extra caps, so I had, and I happened to remember where they were in a drawer out there, and I got them out there, put a new cap on it. The charger works, put it back on, and the fence is back good, so we have a good fence. So that was my biggest worry is the fence. What?
So we got the weather, we got the water fixed.
Got the water fixed.
We got the fence charger
got the fence fixed.
And then you said, "What's for dinner?"
Oh yeah, and it was like 7:30. So I apologize for being gone, everybody. For this weather type thing, we lost the internet for a lightning strike or something, and I got it back in this channel in here. So I have it back in the computer also. I'll have to just go back there, and everybody have to probably put the word back in again.
Devil Dog says we have one more repair to do.
What was that?
I think he's talking about the stick. I don't know if he's talking about the stickers or not. Anyway, we knew this weather was coming like this tonight. We've been hearing about it.
You're blurry. Or blurry, it says. How's that? I mean, it looks good on my side.
There's no lights on that little box over there. Oh, we did find the Ethernet cord so that you could get your tower plugged into the internet.
Yeah,
that was an issue.
That was an issue. We got it hooked up. I still haven't checked out the other thing to see if there's a problem with that or not. So
after being gone for the weekend, come home and had not problems,
it's just farm things,
farm things,
and I would like it to stop raining so I could cut hay because the hay's up to almost my waist. And I'd like to be able to go out and cut hay, but I can't do it. Are we still blurry? See, I don't see it blurry, but I don't know what to do about that. And so I just cover this up like this, and then come back out like that. Let's see what that does.
Yeah, sure. But the other thing that we did this week, and we got this past week, to get ready for going away to Mid-America because we were going to be gone for the 3 days, is that we took little Miss Kitty Goat outside in the paddock with the other goats, and we brought her back. She was out for the day, and then we brought her in the house on Monday night and Tuesday night. And Wednesday night, Create Relight says, yes, it's still blurry, but it's okay. They can hear us.
Okay. I don't know why it's blurry.
So Wednesday night was her first night where she spent the night with them. And we would go out, or actually it was me, we'd go out a couple times a day with water, a little bit of milk and water, so to make sure she was getting hydrated. So she's out Wednesday and Thursday night and seemed to be doing okay. She's, she did survive.
Yes, Devil Dog, he saw the logo and he loves it. And I don't know what he'll probably have to, I don't know what the status is, but he said he loved it. So, but he did see it. So,
you mean as far as quantity?
Well, no, I was looking at it.
Oh,
he liked it.
Okay.
So,
yes, we just lost the internet. Brook Trout won, but
we lost
it back.
We lost a few people with it, but people are coming back. So, let me go fix the word thing real quick.
So anyway, Miles was here for the weekend. He went out once or twice to give her some, and we went out when we got home on Sunday to give her a bottle to see how she was doing. And Jerry says, it's going to rain. I said, yeah, and she's going to figure it out. She'll be just fine. I need another IBC hut out there. But I think there's enough room for everybody to squish together. And I loved it, Devil Dog. I did. I really did. I thought it was people that can just do that on the fly like that, in a sense, just pull things together out and make something is wonderful. I have to follow.
Hey,
I have to follow instructions.
NAFD, right?
Huh?
NAFD. NAFD.
Yes. Hey, Jory's Game Bits. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in.
You are blurry. I don't know why you're blurry, but I don't know. Do I look blurry to you?
Not right now.
All right. Well, the word, you guys, if you know the word, put it back in. I'll just tell you, it's NAFD. So we have to.
When the internet went down, it lost all your input.
Yeah,
so
it lost it all. But we just had a power surge now.
Yeah, and the only thing we have to worry about tonight is it just all went blurry, Jerry. The only thing we personally are worrying about tonight is that we do not have our online generator. Possibly he's had the new battery on charge. The repair guy came out today, couldn't get it started, but the new battery was almost dead. So there's something else going on. So he put a call into the company in Arkansas that's come up and done service on it for us a couple of times. So he's got the battery on charger. So hopefully if we have to, we lose power.
Okay. Do you have your thing still there, or you give away what you give away? You don't have it.
No.
I'll just have to tell everybody what it was, or you want to try to find it.
Do you want me to come in there and find it?
Well, I'll come in here, or yeah, you can come in here and try to find it. I'll go out there.
Okay, we'll switch seats. It's musical chairs tonight, folks. Hey, Virginia Alexandra, how are you doing? How you doing? That sounds like
Okay.
Who says that?
Find it real quick.
Yeah, on the TV show, somebody says, "How you do?" Oh, Joey on Friends. I've been watching too many.
How you doing?
Friend.
All right, okay, guys, we're switching so she can get the items she was giving away. And I said to her, "We don't even have this, but Des will love this."
Just gave it away.
It's just a thunderstorm watch. Severe. Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of that right real quick, guys. Hang on. Yeah, I tell you what. I like to know what's going on with the weather all the time. It's never been this bad. It seems like the last couple of years has gotten worse and worse. When you find it, Susan, come on back here and I'll run in there and pop it up real quick.
I did. It was very easy to find.
Okay. Let me go in there. So we find musical chairs. Susan's back here. I'm going to go back in the other room again. Keep talking.
I can do that. So, so the generator, we may or may not have power.
Okay, here it is. Here it is, guys. These gnomes, garden gnomes.
Garden art.
Garden art.
It's 3 of them.
So that's what we're giving away. So if you haven't put it in, put it in. So this has been an opportunity and a half tonight. Oh man. So all right. So we got 16 people in there out of 23. So there's 7 people that don't care about the gnomes.
Garden art.
Our garden art. Okay. You guys got a chance to still put it in there. Up 17.
Are you spinning now?
I'm not spinning.
Well, then come on back out here.
Oh, I'm going to spin it here in a second. Yes, I want to spin it and get it done before we lose everybody again.
The internet again? Okay. All right.
So we got 18. All right. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to 20, but we're going to go ahead and spin this in a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds here. I'm going to go 18. We're going to hear 19. We're going to hear 18. That looks better than Jerry.
I was inspired. If I don't know if the short's out yet, but when we were at the ranger station on Saturday buying our parking pass,
It's not out yet.
okay, in the park, they had this really cute little display, gnome display, and that's what gave me inspiration for this week's giveaway. So it'll be coming out soon. So you'll see.
I'm gonna spin it. All right, here we go. 3, 2,
write this down.
1. There we go.
Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Thanks for stopping in.
Tim Mitchell.
Tim Mitchell. Yay. Oops. Tim, if you will send us your mailing address to our email, then I will get it out in the mail. And Jerry's got it scrolling across the bottom. Beth Grits, I know. Jerry says, I don't have one of those.
Who said that?
You.
Yeah. Come on, get down.
Beth said grits, and I said,
all right. Man.
Well, Devil Dog, he'll just have to go back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Eddie. I don't want to miss him, but it's hard to read the chat and run back and forth between the two computers doing this stuff. So I apologize. Hey, Brooke Trout, welcome in, and Teresa.
So fingers crossed we won't need our generator tonight.
Yes, because I
already explained.
Yeah, I know. I heard you. I have a charger on it, so I might be able to start it, but I don't know. I'd have to. Anyway, the electrician came out, and he wasn't able to tell about the electrician. The electrician came out. Well, he's not the expert on the Generacs, so I called the company that is the expert on the Generacs. Explained to him that we had a fire and all this stuff that's happened. She said, "I'm writing all this stuff down. The technician may call you before he comes out, or he may just come on out and see what he can do." And I said, "Okay."
Well,
so it's easy to get fixed, no matter what.
Taz Electric is the Generac guy, but I don't think
he's not.
I don't think the person that actually came is the right one.
Taz is not. They're not certified. They told me they're not certified Generac people.
And so did the hardware people that recommended them.
Okay, but the other place is.
Yeah.
So
we'll just have to.
There's Jan. So the other guys come out, and if we have to replace it, it's like $3,200
for sell some cows.
And so I'm hoping not to have to replace it. And I told Susan, even if they come out and they say, "Oh, we got to take this in the shop and work on it in the shop," and it's going to be $1,000. That's still better to pay them $1,000 to have them fix it than it is to buy a new one and have to go through the big old mess of hooking it all back up again.
Especially since the thing only runs 90% of the time. It only runs once a week for 12 minutes on Friday.
It's a maintenance run.
And we've had it run maybe an hour's worth of time.
Well, the other day when we had it run, we had it run for 12 hours. Or not 12, 10 hours.
10 hours. Okay, so that's the most we've ever had it run.
No, we had it run for a couple of days when we had power out.
In the 18 years that we've owned it.
Back when we had another storm, it ran for a couple of days. Like that was like 2 days it ran. So it doesn't run that often. I mean, there'll be years that it doesn't run at all except for the maintenance.
Yeah, the maintenance of it.
It only had, I think, well, the hour meter wasn't working anymore, but the hour meter only had like 164 hours on the whole thing for 18 years old. Basically.
Hi, Kevin from Tuber Chat.
Yeah, Kevin, welcome in. We had a little glitch here, Kevin. We lost the internet and had to restart everything, and we're back up and running again. The weather is pretty much, the big stuff has gone by us. We have more coming from Oklahoma. They can't keep it down there. They have to keep it to us.
They like to share.
They like sharing, yeah. So, anyways.
Well, happy birthday to your granddaughter, Karen. See you next time. Thanks for stopping in.
All right, so Tim's got our address, email, I'm sure. Oh,
yeah,
it's sent. So I'm gonna change that back. So our members have their shout outs and their names at the bottom there. And we even read out that. You want to read that out?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I'll start with I'll start with the Wranglers, I guess, when it comes back around. I know Belt Loop 29 is in there, and Peaceful Dead's in there, and am I missing anything? Okay. We have 31 people on our posse now.
Awesome.
So
they should be out there working cows.
I wish they were. Okay, so we'll start with the farmhands. I'll do the farmhands. Kentucky Pepper 5, Lazy Days Ahead, Lisa and Jesse, The Stock Explorer, Godwin Honey, Andale Homestead, The Moose, 1829, Derek Fowler, 1973, Sweet Acres Coy Farm, McKay, Pure Okie, Penny Ortiz, and Gail Southern Living. Thank you very much for being our farmhands. And our wranglers are
Belt Loop 29, Peaceful Des, Heaven Fires 18, Simply Jan Homestead, Quint Nelson, Tim Mitchell, Just Doing Our Best, Canadian Family Life, Rich Cat Ranch, Suzanne Goulet, Brook Trout 1, Jennifer Ocean Homestead, My Other's Keeper, Molly Pest Hunter's Best Catch, My Renaissance Grandma, Outdoors with Big Mac,
and Duncan Family Farm.
And Duncan Family Farm.
And we met them this weekend at the meetup.
Yeah. So thanks for everybody for being a part of our posse.
Yes. And there is no devil dog in there. Just that. I always tease them. So anyways, what else we got to talk about?
Not too much.
Still the 8 babies, 6 males, 2 females.
Yep. We've seen all of them now. And I'm pretty sure that last one, I'm pretty sure who the mama is. She's our gimpy one, and we just have to watch her. Oh, Jonesy.
Jonesy here?
Well, Tim Mitchell says hi. Yeah. Hi, Jonesy. Radio Jonesy.
We must have missed that.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jerry. Okay, the dog guy will shut up. Right after this live is done.
But I'm pretty sure I know who the mother is just because of how she's acting. So
yeah,
that's
she's
good.
Not been a real protective mother.
And I need to go out. I need to check and see.
There's Jonesy.
The weather is.
Welcome in, Jonesy.
So I'm going to be out there in that field tomorrow. Yeah, Tuesday's going to be nice, and I'm going to go out and work in the.
It is going to be nice tomorrow.
69 degrees is.
So we'll go out there and pick up those thistles and.
Jerry, I'm going out at 7:00 in the morning.
Well, I'll come out when I get up.
Okay.
So
just letting you know, I'm not messing around. Not waiting till noon.
I thought we were supposed to have storms tomorrow too.
Well, it's clear for now.
Well, I hope so. That'd be nice.
So then I'll be able to check on the cows.
Right now we're out of thunderstorm watch and tornado watch. It's just got rain coming. So we're good. We're good we shouldn't have any more internet problems.
That's good.
So
because we've just been fighting with this internet.
Yeah,
thing. You just got to figure out what we're gonna do.
I figured out. I don't know. I didn't say this last week, did I? I just recently found this out, huh?
What?
The internet uploading videos.
Well, the guy came in on Thursday.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you guys know that I was having problems uploading videos, and Ralph and I had talked, and he said, there's got to be something wrong with the internet. I was believing there's something wrong with the internet. Well, the guy come out, a different guy came out, and I have to say applaud to him or kudos to him because
his name was Lee.
His name was Lee
was his name,
and he came out and he's been here before, and it's been a while since he's been here. He said last time he was talking over the camera almost.
Oh,
last time he was here, he says to me that last time I was here, you guys had a llama that was in the house. So it's been a few years.
15.
And I said, okay. And he said, you're uploading videos, right? I said, yeah. So we did this. He did all these checks. He said, okay, everything checks out the way it's supposed to check out. Show me what you're actually doing. I said, okay. Still in the bedroom. Showed him how I was upload a video. And he said, how? He said, man, that's awfully slow. I said, yeah. He said, how big is that video? So I hovered over it. It was 14.6 gigabytes. And he looked at me and said, that's huge. And I said, yeah, and that is awfully big. So I checked out my other videos I have had before, and they weren't that big. They were at 800, 900 megabytes, and maybe one or two was like 1 gigabyte. So then I was looking at it, and I come to find out that when I rendered the video, it went into MOV mode instead of being in MP4 mode. So I was making a movie mode, which is like
you said
iPhone or Apple type thing, and but I didn't even know I did it. Well, I called Ralph, and Ralph says, "Well, you must have skipped over a step." And I said, "I did." And he said, "Yeah." So he walked me through it again. I'm rendering them, and I did. I was jumping a step. I wasn't clicking on the YouTube portion of the video to make it a YouTube video. I was skipping that part. So
you're absolutely correct, Ralph. You look beyond the box. You know, he made the effort to help out.
Right.
That was great.
That was really nice. Excuse me. So Ralph and I talked, and I said, "Can I go back and render those videos again?" And he told me how to load them back up, and I rendered them again and made them MP4s, and then I deleted out the MOVs, which freed up 50 gigabytes on my external drive. So if you're doing videos, be sure you keep it in MP4. What?
Ralph says it was a payback problem. Problem exists between chair and keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, Well,
you're working on a beta version. Also,
yeah,
so
I'm new to it, and of using DaVinci. I like DaVinci. There's a lot more I can do with it, but I need to learn it more. And this was a learning
opportunity. Yeah.
You stop kicking the thing. You're kicking
then don't put it so close to my feet.
Watch what your fat feet are at.
I'll knock it over.
I'm trying to keep it out of your way, but
I got lilies underneath my feet too.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm learning, so Jan won't have that problem. So when Jan gets the program, she won't have that problem. Or when Carol from Rambling Peach decides to go to DaVinci, she won't have that problem because she's talking about going to DaVinci too. Ooh, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but that one was close.
Create and Relate has just started using DaVinci.
Yeah, and Devil Dog would help me. It would help me too. But I called Ralph to tell Ralph about it because Ralph was the one I talked about originally, and then I called Devil Dog, told him about it, and he laughed at me. Yeah. Which hey, it's okay. If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right?
That is very true.
Hey, Rob, welcome in. And Rob
You're not late at all.
Rob at Curmudgeon in Alaska is pushing 50,000 subscribers. He's almost at 50,000.
Ooh, that's nice.
So nice. If you guys haven't subscribed to them, you need to subscribe to them. What's that? Sure, make me the bad guy. I don't have to make you the bad guy, Dog. You are the bad guy. Ask Gary; he'll tell you.
Oh, geez. And so let me just give a plug for this. Devil Dog and Webb's Web, which is Eddie and Ralph, the first Saturday of every month have a tech talk, TECH talk on YouTube
on Saturday.
What time is it?
It's 7:00.
7:00 Central our time.
Central time. Yep.
So for us,
real time.
So for us, it's 7:00 Central time because I know Ralph is Eastern.
Right,
time.
he's Eastern.
But that's where Jerry really got sold on DaVinci when Ralph was able to take the wind out of one of the videos so that you could hear me talk.
There's a video that he did. They did the first of this month. It showed it. Where as soon as he was outside talking and the wind during the storm, he went in with DaVinci and was able to remove it. And all you could hear her, you couldn't even hear the wind at all. And I thought, oh my Lord, that's an awesome program. I cannot do that with Filmora.
And you can't do it with the beta.
and I can't do the beta. You got to have the paid version. But also, what convinced me to change from Filmora to DaVinci is the fact that Filmora, I paid $80 for the program, which was a cheap, or not cheap, inexpensive program. But then I paid $21 a month, and I paid that $21 a month for 29 months. I just recently canceled it, and that's 600 and some odd dollars I paid over the 29 months. Well, DaVinci, you buy it; it's a one-time purchase, and you get all the updates for free. They don't ever come out with a monthly fee, or at least they haven't so far come out with a monthly fee. And so that's one of the things that convinced me. Hey, Angie just came in here.
Angie, our cabin in the woods. Yeah, you got the grandkids this week. That's fun.
So that's what convinced me, was the fact that I didn't have to pay more money every month, because our fixed income has gone down a little bit since she's lost one of her off-farm jobs. And so what?
But we might have a plan B. So
Yeah.
We'll see. We won't say anything, because if we don't do it, then there's no point in talking about it.
Well, yeah, I've told Ralph about it. I told Eddie about it. So I don't know if we're going to do it or not, but we're looking into it. So
Anywho.
Anyway, still, that's one of the reasons why, because I didn't have to pay out that $21 a month every month. And on top of that, when I wanted the AI part of Filmora, it was another $39 every 3 months. And I said, no, I can't be nickel and diamond like this anymore. So I decided I would just go with DaVinci and learn a new program, which I'm not.
You need a challenge.
Yeah, it's, I like learning new stuff. That's one reason why I went to college at the age of 50. I like learning new stuff, and hey, it is what it is.
I'm very excited today. I don't know why I was even worrying about it, but our local schools, both of them, Neosho and East Newton.
Okay, Eddie.
East Newton is our high school district where our tax money goes to, has a fabulous FFA program for their as classes, and they have a greenhouse, and they started selling some of their plants, I think about a week or so ago, but I wasn't able to go. But this is the last week of school, so they have a lot. I went to the greenhouse after my little job today, and I got four packs of tomatoes. So I'm feeling so much better about tomatoes now. And I got
starting tomatoes with seed for her makes her nervous.
It just hasn't worked out. But anyway, and I got four packs of peppers that I'm going to plant in the straw bales. They do peppers and straw bales do very well. So this week I want to get one of the IBC totes into the garden up on the bricks and put in the bales of straw that have been sitting out. They're pretty much ready to be planted. I don't have to do any of the fertilizing in them to get them broke down, because they've been sitting out in the weather. So they're just going to be heavy to move, but we'll be able to get that done. And so, yeah, I'm real excited to see because it was buy one 4-pack of tomatoes, get one free. And when I was in the greenhouse, I could see why. And it may have to go back. I'm not sure. But I sure love the smell of tomato plants. All
right. Thanks, Creative, for coming in. You go jump in the shower. And I'll see you next time. Next Monday, same place, same channel.
Yep. Every Monday. We've missed one.
Yeah, because we were both gone.
In almost 2 years.
Yep.
2 years in September.
So, what was it? Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Angie, are you guys okay down there weather-wise where you're at? Or did it go south of you? Probably went south of her.
Our boss says we've got 12 minutes to go.
Who said that?
If you end after 1 hour, it is 12 minutes to go.
It will end on the 45.
Yeah.
So I started 2 minutes early.
Oh, because you started.
Yeah, I started 2 minutes early because
we got 14 minutes.
Yeah, so I started early because I was afraid what happened was going to happen, and it did happen.
Yeah, but you got it back on,
and we got it back pretty fairly quick. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and I'm glad you guys all stuck in here when we lost the power.
We really appreciate that.
We can tell who the real people are who stuck in here.
The real BFFs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get tomato plants planted in my buckets this week. and
Yes.
peppers and straw bales. Then all I have left that I want to do, I got to get some cabbage started for my chickens and green beans. And then you still have your pumpkin patches and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Christine says she used to start tomatoes from seed, but she didn't have room in the camper on the greenhouse, so I bought packs of seedlings. That's what makes what you that.
That's what I did. And it's really not, for me, it's not really that late, the middle of May.
No, because we came on and checked out the survival garden, and there's a lot of things that are starting to pop up.
Yeah.
Can't really tell if they're the plants are supposed to be there or weeds are popping up, but there are some that are popping up. I mean, I can tell some of them.
Yeah, because our mushroom topsoil dirt mix from last year still had a lot of rhizomes of Johnson grass in it. So, Jerry, I missed your.
I said, is the weather? Did the weather go south of you? Are you guys okay with weather-wise where you're at, or how did we had to come flying over top of us here a little while ago tonight, and yesterday. Yesterday I had lightning strike 100 to 150 feet from me. I went out there to check the post today to see if it was something that was melted on it, like the plastic clips, and the plastic clips didn't show any melting, which I'm kind of surprised. And I couldn't see where the lightning hit it, but I know the lightning hit it because I saw it and it scared the bejesus out of me.
Thanks, Tim, for stopping in, and I'll get the
thanks, Tim.
In the mail.
I'll get the email out. We'll get those gnomes to you.
I'm just not very successful, Rob, in starting tomatoes from seeds. I have to.
You see this one?
Two
splits.
Just to have to have
one above them and one below them. That's usually what happens to us too, but it didn't happen this time. Good. I'm glad you guys are okay down there.
I love my.
And this is my new look, guys. I didn't have them last week. This is my glasses from the VA sent me after I went and had my eyes checked, and it is a little different. I don't think I had them last week. I got them last Thursday, I thought.
I'm not sure, but they're bifocals.
Yeah, they're bifocals.
He didn't even have, I had to ask for bifocals because of my, sewing and knitting and all that, stuff close up. But he didn't even ask. They just did it.
Yeah, my eyes are that bad. They had to have both bifocals, I guess.
We've got raised beds too. And I like to use the buckets, and I've got some wicking tubs out there. I've got potatoes in dog food bags.
Welcome in, Elf Tanks. El's fish tanks. El's fish tanks. I guess El's.
Fish tanks.
Welcome in.
So I have a variety of planting things out there, but getting tomatoes and seeds, I just have not been successful with that. So that's why I like to have this year, the FFA group did a lot better with labeling their plants. Most times they just put tomato on there. They don't even tell you what kind. So it's like a potluck, but I'm okay with that too.
Tomatoes are tomatoes. Tomatoes are tomatoes.
Well, that is in some cases, but some tomatoes are better for.
But we do have tomatoes coming up out there.
In the survivor.
I haven't seen anything sprout from my giant tomatoes yet.
No.
And
not in
the grow bags yet. But that could be just because it's not quite warm enough out there yet, because it's just now starting to get warm weather.
Yeah, that's probably part of it.
And this rain stops, I will be cutting hay this week. And I'll probably make a video of cutting hay, since I'm all by my lonesome doing it. You and I.
Yeah. Well, after you cut, I can do rake.
So, anyways, and I'll be glad to get hay cut, because that way we can rotate the cows in those fields for a couple of days before we rotate them out and let the grass grow back again.
Yeah, it's getting close for them to go out in the 25 acres.
Yep, they can go out in 25 acres, and it's all green. Anyways, there's Derek Fowler. Welcome in, Derek Fowler.
Derek, you're not late. You're on time. You're doing just fine.
We appreciate you coming in anytime. If you're later or earlier, it's all good. So.
All good.
Yep. And hopefully, Derek. What?
Go ahead.
Hopefully, Derek, you won't get to this bad weather coming through us going that way. It looks like it's going northeast. So maybe it'll go up above you guys. So.
Okay, folks. Next Monday is Memorial Day.
Oh.
We will be doing a live. If you're able to join us, that would be great. And so the giveaway word it's 2 words, but you make it into one, is thank you. And it's thank you for those that served and gave their lives, because that's what Memorial Day is a remembrance of those that we lost in the wars that we've had. So the giveaway word is thank you.
That's one word.
One word.
No hashtag.
Nope. Correct.
Jan, did you get it written down? You missed the giveaway tonight, Jan.
So
Sorry. And you would have liked it because they were gnomes.
that's it, Beth. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for typing the word thank you. But yes, that's the giveaway word. It can be capped, it can be lowercase, but it is the 2 words together and no hashtag.
Oh,
So yeah, that's for next Monday, which is Memorial Day.
And maybe next week we'll have good news about the generator.
Yep. Update on that. Update on the livestock, because usually the goat nannies are all cycled together, and so it's like bam, 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 bam. But I still have one out there that she didn't cycle the same as the others, and she looks like twins.
And you still think she's pregnant?
Yeah, because she's bigger, and
I hope she is. Bigger. Okay, I hope she is. But hopefully, maybe this storm she'll have the baby.
Yeah, that would be good. And
I think
it's twins.
We'll have to run out there and check her baby.
Yeah.
So I'm checking my little kitty and be sure she's not drowning.
Livestock update next week, and maybe generator, and
maybe if everything works out right, we'll get the fence done, or enough fence done so we can run the cows,
or get some gates up.
Work the cows.
Yeah.
And I might call Kevin and have Kevin from
Cassville.
Kevin from Camping Cage Free.
Yeah.
And see if he'll come over and help me work cows. So it's just the 2 of us.
Yeah.
And I need to get them worked so I can get them separated so I can figure out which ones we want to keep and which ones we want to send off. Yep. And it takes 1 to 2 people to work them.
Yep.
It's a little bit easier if you have more than 2 people.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it probably myself if I had to, but I'd rather not.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. So I could get Jan to come down, but Kevin can't come down because he's working. So I don't know who else I can call. I'll have to think about that.
Yeah. Might be
maybe everybody needs to make a trip over here. Help us work out.
To have somebody in the neighborhood.
You realize what our closest neighbor is over half mile away.
Well, that's
neighborhood. That's funny.
In our division.
Yeah. Yeah. You're really funny.
I know.
I didn't play the our song tonight, but I'm gonna run us out with a song. And Curmudgeon says his closest neighbor is 2.5 miles away. See, you understand. If the neighbors aren't close, you can't just ask the neighbor, "Hey, come on over." That would be like me asking Rob to come down here and help me work cows.
Yeah.
And he said that's still too close.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, I saw that property. I haven't showed it to Susan yet, but it didn't have a price on it. Maybe you should email me a price of what they're asking for that place. I mean, that was kind of cool looking. And there's no room for anybody else but just you and the wife. It's a 1-bedroom with a loft.
Ann says my closest neighbor is 5 acres away.
Well, 5 acres is, $275,000. That's not bad. Oh, $375,000. That's not too bad with 10 acres on it in Alaska. I'll have to show you the cabin. Maybe.
Yeah, no.
You sure you don't want to move there?
Yep, positive. I'll visit, but that's about it.
Yeah. I thought it was an option. We get rid of the kids that way.
No option. So
anyways.
Well.
So I'm gonna go ahead and run this out playing the song, you guys. If you wanna stick and listen to it, that's fine. We are up to 3 hives now. The hives are doing really well. At least it was before the storm. And yes, Peter, you're right. Everybody have a great night.
Safe night.
And be safe and be hopefully no storms or come over here, you guys, and wreck any kind of weather or any kind of bad stuff happening. But you guys all have a good night now, and I'm going to go ahead and end this with a song. And you guys
see you next Monday. Thanks for
stopping in. See you on Memorial Day, right?
Memorial Day.
Bye-bye.
From the West Coast to Missouri's land, we built this life with our own two hands. Cattle, goats, and donkeys too. Horses and llamas, we're a farm that grew. Chickens clucking, dogs running free. This is the place we're meant to be. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Sunrise hits, chores on the list. Bowling lanes at night, wood crafts we twist. Jerry's on the porch, Susan's quilting art. Robert's gaming strong, each plays their part. With every day new stories unfold. Living life, it never gets old. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin. 18 years and counting, still going strong. Meetups with friends, our journey's long. From San Diego shores to Missouri's hills, we found our home, it gives us thrills. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin.